Blizzard, you messed up, because Warcraft 1 doesn't look like this. Now, you might be saying, Mick, that's exactly what Warcraft 1 looks like, but it's actually kind of stretched outwards. You'll notice this is actually a 16 by 10 frame. Now, wait a minute. If we go to the old classic Warcraft 1 website, the screenshots are also in 16 by 10. But if you were in the 90s like myself, we weren't using widescreen monitors. So an interesting thing about DOS gaming is DOS gaming utilizes something called tall pixels. And basically the old school games were actually in a resolution of 320 by 200, which is a 16 by 10 resolution. These were then stretched vertically onto a 4 by 3 display. The original artwork of Warcraft 1 was designed with this in mind. So this portrait here actually would have been a little bit more square. This footman would have been a little bit more tall, a little bit less fat looking in the portrait. And Warcraft 1, with some, like for example, the Good Old Games version of it, it will correct for this and squish it back into a 4 by 3 display. Now, unfortunately, the new graphics, and by the way, I'm going to say there's a lot of good things about the remaster, I'll get to that later, but the new graphics is drawn not taking the tall pixels into account. So with tall pixels, to properly upscale it, you basically have to increase the width by 5 pixels, increase the height by 6 pixels, and they'll get you a proper display of the graphics how it should have appeared. And unfortunately with this remaster, Blizzard didn't take that into account. And so everything just looks a little bit off and a little bit not correct. Now, a couple of things I will show that I do like about the remaster so far. So, you can actually go ahead and use the window aspect ratio, which forces the original graphics into 16 by 9. It still doesn't have the tall pixels, so if they could add that back in, it'd be even a little bit better. But then another thing you can do is also zoom out further. I actually recommend zooming out in a old school game, not this much, but I'm going to show you something cool here. Sally Shears, I got it backwards. Anyways, this looks pretty nice here. We can zoom it in just a little bit. The reason why I recommend zooming out a little bit on these classics games is because, you know, you probably would have been playing this back in the day on a, I don't know, 15-inch, 17-inch maybe CRT monitor. I personally am currently using a 27-inch widescreen monitor, so it does look a little bit better, just, you know, slightly zoomed out. Maybe something like that is a good look with the original graphics. Some nice things with the remaster, it did allow selection up to 9 units, just like in Warcraft 2. It added in control groups, and it has added in right-clicking to do things in the game. So also it has the F5 switching between the graphics, just like the StarCraft remaster. That I really like. So there's a lot of great things to see here, but Blizzard, you got it wrong. I would really like to see if we can get an option that can account for the tall pixels that Warcraft 1 had. So please like and share this video, and if somebody could get it to somebody at Blizzard, I think this is really important. It's really important to me, especially I'm somebody who's very passionate about Warcraft 1. Warcraft 1 is actually the game that really got the MickCraft channel going, and whenever I see stretched things, anything stretched to widescreen is particularly jarring to me. So I'm having a little bit of nerd rage over this right now, but hopefully we can get it worked out. But I'm loving the, the remaster. The Warcraft 2 remaster seems really good so far as well, and I'm glad they're adding some updates to Warcraft 3 Reforged. So a lot of great things happening in the Warcraft RTS sphere, but that is just one little thing that I'd really like to see corrected. So Blizzard, please hear me out. Let's go ahead and get Warcraft 1 updated with the original tall pixels that it had. And by the way, I'm not crazy about this tall pixels thing. You can look it up. There's especially a lot of information on it in regards to the game Doom. Doom and Doom 2 both also utilize tall pixels and are a good example of early remaster efforts to factor that in to modern gaming. So this is Warcraft 1 Remastered. I'm really looking forward to playing through it. Hopefully we do get that tall pixel fix at some point. I'm Mick, this is MickCraft. Thank you so much for watching, and please catch me in the next mission.